What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the YouTube. I'm Wangle, and today I have a phase gameplay video for you. I don't think a lot of people really make videos on this character because I don't think a lot of people really have fun with this character, at least not in high elo, or people don't really play it. I don't really know why, because I have recently started playing this character and I'm having a lot of fun on her. So that's kind of the main reason I wanted to make a video, was just because I'm enjoying the character, so it gives me an excuse to play her more. But also, I don't think people show off a lot of high elo support gameplay for characters like FaZe. I have swapped to being a support main for PCC, which is the competitive scene for Predecessor. My team Rogue will be competing on June 21st and 22nd, so make sure to catch it live on Twitch. You can find us on the main stream. But having swapped to being a support main for competitive, I'm having a lot of fun playing FaZe. So I wanted to get on here and have a gameplay with some commentary of what's going through my mind while I'm playing the character. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys do, make sure to like, subscribe, share the video. You can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/I'mWangle. But without further ado, let's just get straight into the gameplay. Yo, welcome back to another gameplay. Today I'm playing some FaZe. Yes, I love me some FaZe. I'm going to be starting Divine Potion. We're against a Kira and a Wraith duo. And so I'm going Divine Potion because obviously the mana regen is good. It slightly increases my health regen, but it means that we'll be able to sustain the lane for longer because this is very much a poke lane. They want to play with Kira R&B. They want to play with Wraith snipes and poke. So we want to sustain as much as possible. I will probably be starting... We'll see. I'll probably be starting the beam. It's probably not a better thing to start in this lane. I think you can start beam or pull, but they don't really have anything I'd want to pull from. Usually it's like Richter. If there's a Richter in your lane, that's the thing that you would want to start pull with. My Gideon seems to be boxing a little bit in mid and taking some damage. Interesting. But we're going to be playing with Skylar in the duo lane. But currently FaZe is like my favorite support character right now, and I'm having a lot of fun playing it, so I wanted to make a video on it. I'm also very much like learning the character as we as I'm playing it. We're gonna take a bit of damage there. I think it's fine if I take a bit of damage. Obviously, we are into a poke lane, but we are a sustain type of character, so it's fine. As soon as we get our R&B, we'll be able to heal up our ADC a little bit. We don't have any vision here in the jungle. This Wraith is playing... I think we just run at this guy. I'm going to flash after him. Not quite able to get in. I don't know why my Skylar flashed. The Rampage is here. This is just a whole mess. What is going on? It's fine if I flash in there. I don't know why my Skylar flashed in. My Skylar now has no flash, so I have to play very FaZe, very E-kit, and very support. Got to protect this guy. I definitely think that we could have just walked at the Wraith earlier, especially once we had Wave Prio, but... mostly just unfortunate that my Skylar loses her flash. I'm going to get a root onto the Kira, do a little bit of damage here. My Skylar's going to try and do a little bit of damage. I don't know how this is looking. This Wraith is playing weird angles as well. He's going to be losing a lot of XP, though. The Kira hit 3. We're about 2.5. I'm assuming the Wraith is pretty close to 2. Going to try and get the root on the Kira. She's going to use her dash. We are able to hit it, though. Getting some good chunk onto the Kira. I still haven't even used my potions, which is partially why I did this start, because kind of we're getting to that point where we're low. We'd like to be healing up. And now I have enough mana to be able to spam my Q, heal me and my Skylar up, and really just sustain through this poke lane. I go mana potion most games on FaZe. It's just about where in the build you go it. People were asking me on stream about mana potion first versus like item first. We're gonna be going for the Kira. She's not able to get her dash. She's gonna be taking good damage. We're gonna flash in and then flash out. So now the Kira has basically no health and has to reset. We don't have flash, but we can always get that back with our blind. So really good damage onto the Kira, and she shouldn't be able to play this lane anymore. And I'm going to walk up here just to threaten if they stay. This Wraith has no mana either. So there's no way that he walks up here like this, right? Ain't no way, brother. We're going to force him to go back too because he has no mana, no HP now. No bitches.
Not without mana.
We're able to flash forward. I'm going to try and body block. I'm not quite able to get it. I'm going to see if I can play around this because I see my Kwang coming. We are now out of mana. We're going to get up here, get onto the rampage a bit. Hit a couple autos. Should be able to kill. Kwang flashes in, and we are good to go. Does he hit the tether? We pull him out as well. Oh my god, what a dive.
Mana's too low in health.
We are getting probably about to get dashed on. No, no dash, and we're good. We're out of there. Holy. We're able to redeem this lane a little bit.
Useful.
For those that don't know, we got Soul Reaper in the jungle. That's the Kwang. But feels pretty good. Let's go back to our lane. I'm going to be trying to take the fast way back to our lane. But that's kind of like what you want to do with phase, is play those weird angles, make it weird for enemies to go in, and special delivery back to lane. For those that don't know that tech, don't abuse this because it will get patched if people start really abusing it. But not a lot of people know about that at the minute. Every time I bust it out on stream, I don't like to do it a lot because I don't know if it's bug abuse or anything like that, so I don't like to do it a lot. But you know, it's a pretty silly tech with the blast flower. I can make something happen right here. We do have wave cryo. I want to look at this wraith. We're going to flash in, get the blind on him. He's not really able to trade damage onto me because he's blind. My Skylar's going up in the air trying to do a little bit of damage. I'm going to try and eat the snipes for her. Unfortunately, not quite able to. The Wraith does hit them. But I can just press my Q, heal her up a little bit, and it's no big deal. I'm going to be waiting for the rock to be shown. I'm just going to pull her behind, and then I'm going to eat the rock myself because I have the option to flash out. She does not.
Slow down.
So I can do stuff like eat CC for her because I have the ability to flash out. And just playing kind of like a big bodyguard is a really key part of playing phase. And I've been obviously swapping role for competitive. I'm now officially a support main, so I'm still kind of learning. And I might do some things that aren't optimal, or I'm trying to scale mentally, learn how to play the characters a bit better. We're just going to take some damage, I guess. Oh well, it's right support. But my Skylar is back, full HP. Their Kira's level 6, so I don't really want to make anything happen yet. We're going to try and go for the root onto the Kira. We do get her. And she just goes down. Wow. Easiest ganks you've ever seen, obviously. Because it is just phase. It is just how it happens. You know, we have a CC character in the jungle. You have like a Kwang, a Richter, a Rampage, something like that. You get a root onto someone. Like that phase had to dash my beam. And even then, like, she no longer has dash for Kwang tether. But yeah, it's just really good for gank setup, really good for like an easy lane. But also, like, I feel like you can make a lot of shit happen with this character if you want to. If you're willing to play around blinking aggressively and your blink cooldown. I think you can make a lot of shit happen with this character. The Kira is back. I don't think we want to fight. We get the wave crashed. I kind of want to reset because I'm sitting on 1,000 gold. Another thing here, we're going to link and then get as close as we can to the gold buff to Q it to do more damage. The way that phase blind works is the blind goes off of you and the person you're linked to. So even if you can't get in close to get your flashback, you can obviously connect to someone that's a bit more of a melee character. I think we get Wraith Flash out. I don't know if he needed to flash that. I probably could have killed him if I went a little bit more aggressively. I think I'm going to go root max this game. I think into this lane, maxing the beam is going to be the most important thing. And this Wraith being up like this, I'm not going to let him do this. He is just going to go down. We flash in. We don't get our flash back, unfortunately, but you really can just make plays happen. And that's the thing that I don't really see from most phase players that I watch is I just don't see them, like... Unfortunately, I did not get my Q off onto the gadget, so we're going to go down. She spaced it well. Respect. I maybe could have waited a little bit or gone for the ramp, but I really needed to get my flashback. Unfortunately, didn't have it. Didn't realize the gadget was coming. But we're 0-1-3. Our team has 4 kills, and we have 3 assists, so can't really complain. We're doing pretty well in this lane. Unfortunate that I died, but I am also the support, so it's not the worst case scenario. We opt into Marshall first because I think it's really good for Skylar. The amount of on-hit that you get to proc on her R&B is really good. The way that I build phase is usually I go like a power plus mana regen item. So whether it's Cresselia, whether it's Marshall, whether it's Windcaller, those are the 3 that you're really going to be looking at for first item on phase. Any are fine. I think you can vary it up depending on what you're playing with on your team, what type of things you want to give your team. You can also go Crystal Tier. I don't really know when Crystal Tier would be optimal unless you're playing with maybe like a Wraith ADC. But those are like the type of things that you want to look for first item. And then second item, I usually go Galaxy Greaves or Tainted Totem. I tried to go for the Wraith. It was not quite in range, so I'm not going to be able to get anything. But I can flash in and make the Kira take damage. She's blind. She gets scared. She dashes out. I would be scared too. We relink back to my Skylar. And I don't know. There's just so many buttons that I get to push with phase that I just always feel so active. Even if maybe the character like doesn't do the most on her own, I feel like I'm giving a lot of value to my team. That is like maybe the one thing about phase that annoys me is if I'm ever playing phase and my ADC is not doing what I want him to do, not getting aggressive perhaps in the lane. That's when I get tilted because I'm like, man, I'm trying to make you do shit. You can go do shit. You can trade your HP bar. I'll heal you up. I'll make things happen, but you have to do the damage when I make them happen, you know? That's where I really get tilted as phase. But I've learned that support mains tilt pretty hard, and I understand why now after becoming one myself. I think we should leave here. They are missing mid. I'm going to try and get my Skylar to that fight in mid lane. I think there's opportunity to fight here. Not quite able to get the root onto the Gideon. I'm going to walk in here. I'm going to try and get my phase, or my Skylar to fight. No, the rock. That's my bad. Definitely a little bit aggressive. Thought we could have played a little bit harder at the beginning. But maybe my bad. The Rampage showing up really did it. I think we were able to kill that Kira and get out. Otherwise, at least kill the Kira. So maybe a little bit of overplay on my side. Also, I've been sitting on upgraded Crest for a while. You want to reset as early as possible when you have upgraded Crest. I'm going to be going for Galaxy Greaves this game. Could have gone, what's it called? Tainted Totem here. Tainted Totem's good because it gives you power, health, mana regen, and haste. And the big part of that is actually the health. 200 health is pretty huge on a character that the whole thing is, you know, trying to prevent your team getting dove. So if you yourself are preventing getting dove, it's pretty sick. We're going to go for root onto the ramp. He's not able to move. The Richter is here. We're going to attach to my Kwong. Try and pull in, get onto the back line. Unfortunately, doesn't hit. We are going to go for the root, though. Able to get the root. Has to flash away. Wraith, no flash. Pretty big play. Pretty big, pretty huge. Able to get second Fangtooth. I'm going to try and get to my Gideon here because he is taking a lot of damage. Okay, he TP's out. We use our pull. Don't have flash here, otherwise this Wraith would be dead.
Slow down.
All right, I might be screwed here, so I'm gonna flash this way. Unfortunate. Why is the Richter still here? Go back to your lane. Oh well. Maybe got a little bit too aggressive there. I wanted to go on the Wraith. Oh well. That is the one thing that my team yell at me about. Well, you know, maybe not the one thing, but one of the things I'm definitely working on is I'm a bit too aggressive on characters that maybe should not be that aggressive. This phase character might be one of them. But oh well, it's fine. I'm limit testing. That's always the excuse, right? All right, we're going to be getting our Galaxy Greaves on soon, which means that we can do a lot more with our movement, especially with the lowered walls that they added this patch. Really good for phase being able to jump up. Like, I'd be able to jump up this wall and make something happen in mid. This gadget's playing pretty damn safe, unfortunately. Kind of cringe. Would like to get active. Not going to be able to get active. I'm going to move over maybe to right side here, or my Kwong could look mid with me. I think this gadget saw me on a ward. My Gideon's going to TP out of mid. I'm on this right side because my team wants to get orb soon. We're going to get Gadget's whole combo dumped onto us. The Sev's going to be fine too. We're going to link to him, heal him up a little bit. They really don't want to be played on, which is very annoying. I want to make something happen. My Skylar's over here. This is looking like it's going to be a 5v5. We're going to look for root onto the Gadget, see if my team can get some damage. Looks like I'm going to be the one taking the damage, unfortunately. This guy is trolling. Go, please. Get in there. Okay, never mind. I'm being so baited. I think we could have gone there. We get the root onto the ramp. Not quite able to get anything, unfortunately. We do have root. We do have ult out on the Gadget. I would like my Skylar to go here. Huge. We're going to silence that Kira ult. We have flash again. We're going to try and flash in. I'm going for root on the Gadget because the Kira is going to be dead. We get the root on the Gadget. I'm going to Kira when she comes out. Just to get my flash back. My Skylar gets a triple, and there we go. Finally. That's what you want to be seeing. We're making so many distractions for my Skylar that she's just hitting for free the whole fight. Like, she's still full HP. Even though I took a good amount of damage, she's still full HP, and that's what really matters when you're playing phase, right? Fortunately, wasn't quite able to save everyone, but we made it enough of a deal that my Skylar was able to just do all the damage that we needed to. I felt like we could have played earlier. I thought there were a couple opportunities we missed out on, but I'm not going to be too picky with it. I'm going to see if maybe I can get something onto this Wraith. We are able to get our teleport back. The Wraith has to get out of there. We're going to pull our Skylar out. That is going to be it for mid. We do get the tower. Pick up this plating before we leave. Got to make sure we get it. I think I'm going to max my Q next. I think they have a lot of poke. I want to have my Q maxed because it allows me to spam my Q, both to get my TP back, but more importantly, to deny their poke, because they're a very poke-heavy team with Wraith and Gadget. So they want to do a lot of damage to us before a fight and then force a fight to happen. So if I have my Q maxed, I can heal people up more, heal myself up more before fights, and it's really good. So we have our Galaxy Greaves now. We can do a lot of movement stuff. We can make a lot more happen going over a bunch of walls. My Skylar almost able to kill the ramp. My Skylar's kind of pumping. I do really like the Skylar plus phase combo. And let's see if my Skylar wants to attack left lane. We see the Kira. We're going to get up onto the Kira. She's going to use her dash. Has to use her cleanse. We're going to walk out of here and see if we can turn onto the Richter. We're kind of in a weird spot here in the back line. I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to link to my Kwong, do the damage through him. He gets rewound out. We're in a really weird spot. I think I should have... It was really weird for me to get back around. Obviously, with the Gadget ult kind of splitting the fight. We do get Wraith Flash out. We're going to be boxing with our Kwong here. We're going to get the double Q onto this ramp. We're going to be taking weird angle here. Get the slow onto the ramp. Gideon TP's in, is able to get the kill. Going to pull him back, try and get him to this fight earlier. Get the root onto the Gadget. We flashed in. We get the root on her. The Richter shows up. We're not able to play anymore. The Richter is able to get our Gideon, unfortunately. We're going to try and pull the Kwong out. He is able to live. I attached to my Skylar because she can still play. I can heal me and her up a little bit. And oh my god, there's so much going on in these fights. I hope my commentary is fine because there's so much that I'm trying to do and so much that I'm thinking about. It's low-key like playing Wukong. I feel like there are so many buttons that I have to press. And I'm just, like, there's so much for me to think about, especially in terms of, like, where I'm positioning in the fight. You can see how my positioning at the beginning of that fight made a lot of things weird towards the beginning of it. So, yeah, I hope my commentary is alright. But there's a lot that I'm thinking about when I'm playing FaZe. And I think that's why this character is so fun for me and so engaging, is because, like, even though the character is pretty simple, it's like, hey, link to a person, pull them out. You blind people that get onto you, and you root them. When you actually get into the nitty-gritty of it, playing with the flash, playing with your positioning in team fights, like, a friend of mine, very known EU support player, Penguin, said that this character just has infinite skill ceiling. And the more I play it, the more I'm tending to agree with him. I'm going to move over here to this off lane, see if I can get anything onto the Rick. Gonna flash in here, try and get the root onto the Richter. I'm gonna ult my Sev to heal him. I'm gonna try and flash out, pull my Sev with me. Unfortunately, he's gonna go down. I'm gonna jump up in the air, be able to root the Rampage so he's not able to play anymore. Connect to my Gideon. See if I can get him in a little closer. The ramp has to flash out. Oh, the ramp's pissed. We do get our flashback. And what a fight. We were actually, unfortunately, not able to get the Sev out. But we were able to get him to do enough to at least kill the Richter and then eat everything else before he died so my team could follow up and kill. We're going to connect to the Kwong, jump in, get a little double Q. As I was saying, the Q comes out of both FaZe and the person she's connected to, so if you want to get a lot of damage, you have to be close to the target. So, like, you and the person you link to have to be close to the target, and you'll get double damage because you'll hit twice. So if we're doing objectives and stuff, you know, link your jungler, stand next to the thing, press Q. You get a decent burst of damage. Next up, it is a little bit of a weird one at this point. There's a lot of options that you can go down. I could still go Tainted here. They do have a Rampage. Could be nice otherwise. Could be something else, maybe like a Void Conduit. I'm really trying to think here. Maybe I'll just go a Vanguaridan. Or, actually, no. They have a Richter. I'm going to be going Spell Bubble.
I like it.
That is going to be our next item on this list. They have a lot of, like, poke stuff. They have a lot of magic damage because the Wraith has the magic snipe. They have Gadget. So we're going to be going the Bubble just so we're not hit by a random rock or a random Richter hook and potentially caught out because of it. But yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of fun with this character. I'm just going to keep saying it. I don't know why I slept on this character for so long. I think 1.4 changing her flash is probably what did it for me. Or was it 1.4? I think it was 1.4, yeah. I think 1.4 changing her flash is what really did it for me, and I never really gave the character the opportunity it maybe deserved post 1.4. But I'm going to go over this wall. I'm going to get a root onto the Gadget, but I don't really like where I'm at, so I'm going to flash out. I don't really care, you know. Oh, shit. I might have trolled this guy. I might have, in fact, trolled him. Unfortunately, the Richter was just able to walk at him. The Kwong's getting good value, though. I'm going to try and play with him. Oh, my God. What an ult. Flashing onto the Rampage. Going to get the root. He is going to go down. Oh, and they're all just dead. I'm going to get in there. I'm getting active. I'll take the tower for you guys. I got you. I got no worries. I'll be in there. They're all fucking dead. Holy shit. What a game. What a huge game. 0-3 and 19? That's the type of KD you want to be having this phase. Maybe change that 3 to a 0. Then we'll talk. But yeah, 28 kills overall. We have 19 assists. We're getting active. We're getting in there. This should just be GG. 23 minutes. Crazy. I don't even remember getting big prime. We have third tank. We kind of, when I actually think about it, we smoked them. Holy shit. Felt a little difficult at times, but I think we played that really well. Like, I don't know. This character, there's so much that you can do with it. I think it's kind of slept on, especially in the higher elos. I know it's played a lot at lower elos, but I think the value that you get from it Like, there's so much that you can do. I don't know. I'm gonna keep saying it. There's so much to do on this character, and especially this patch 1.6 with how good some of the EDCs are. Skylar, Rev, Sparrow, like these types of things that are really good in this patch. I think FaZe is a really good addition to playing with them, as long as you get rid of a couple characters like maybe Kwang, Countess, Sarah. Those things make it pretty difficult to play. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe. If you got this far, you know, and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? But that is going to be it for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.